So, in the world of Tokyo Ghoul, every character has RC cells in their body. RC stands for Red Child, and they get this name from their distinct appearance, which is being shaped like a curled up fetus. These cells flow like blood and can become as strong as steel and are often referred to as liquidized muscles. Humans usually have very low RC cell concentration in their bloodstream compared to ghouls who store things in a kakuho to produce their kagane, their predatory organ. RC cells in some cases can be used for regenerative purposes, which is why some ghouls can heal much faster and from greater injuries than any normal human would be able to. These cells are also the nutrients ghouls need to survive. Because of this, they must eat humans or other ghouls to live. Going back to kagane and kakuho, which I mentioned earlier, the placement of it on the ghoul's body is dependent on the RC type of the ghoul, and there are 4 different types. Ukaku, which is released from the shoulder area. Their kagane is light, allowing them to retain mobility, and as of such these types tend to be speed blitzers who tend to tire quite quickly. Kokaku, which is released from the shoulder blade, their kagane is quite heavy, giving the user great defense, but also giving them quite a massive drop in mobility. Kokaku types are suited to be players of the long game, who defend patiently and wait for a good chance to counter. Rinkaku, released from their lower back, their kagane is shaped like tentacles, allowing the user to perform heavy strikes with impressive accuracy. Their RC cells are very similar to liquid, making their kagane weaker, but also improving their regenerative capabilities by quite a bit. These types tend to use brute force, usually having more than 1 point to attack from, usually anywhere from 1 to 8 tentacles. Bikaku, which is released from the tailbone, their kagane is very balanced, oftentimes being tail-like in appearance. They excel at nothing but have no striking weakness. A jack of all trades but a master of none, as one could say. Bikaku types, although balanced in speed, offense, and defense, aren't very great at long range. As of such, these types tend to be quite close-range fighters. As you've probably guessed, these types have advantages and disadvantages against some others. Ukaku is strong against Bikaku, but weak to Kokaku. Kokaku is strong against Yukaku, but weak to Rinkaku. Rinkaku is strong against Kokaku, but weak to Bikaku. Bikaku is strong against Rinkaku, but weak to Yukaku. Aside from these 4 distinct types, there are a few occasions when a ghoul can possess a rare ability. For instance, Chimera ghouls have a chance of being born from parents possessing different RC cells, although the chance is small. These ghouls inherit the traits of both parents and can be born with a Chimera kagane, a kagane which is a mix between 2 different types. This trait is shown in 3 different characters. When a ghoul cannibalizes enough other ghouls, it can develop what's known as a kakuja, a secondary abnormal kagane which typically takes the form of armor for the ghoul, but not always. This transformation always takes after the RC type of the ghoul. Some ghouls in the later chapters have been shown to have the ability to produce a lightning-like aura around their kagane, which has been able to use electricity-based attack, and one ghoul so far has been able to heat his RC cells in his kakuja form up to 4,000 degrees Celsius, creating the ability for him to use fire-based attack. It's quite a common misconception that the number of RC cells in a ghoul's body translates to the strength of the ghoul, but it doesn't. It can give an indication to their ability to heal wounds and the strength or size of their kagane, but if they're still a novice at using it, or their opponent possesses an ability that they do not, they can still easily lose a fight. But yeah, that's all there is to talk about really for now. Follow me on Twitter to stay updated with me, and if you have any topic suggestions, either comment it or tweet at me. And so yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.